Now, I actually wasn't planning on doing a video because a hurricane. If you saw my update video, that's why I haven't really done the videos I wanted to do. But you saw my house now, and because the hurricane actually it's not gonna hit us at all. Like it is, but it isn't. Like it's not gonna be major, so more stuff back. So that's and I'm able to do a couple of more videos. Now let's talk about a film I recently watched, and oh boy, there was a lot to talk about. What's going on, guys? Samuel Wolf here, and today I'm here to review The Girl on the Train. So The Girl on the Train is directed by Tate Taylor and stars Emily Blunt, Haley Bennett, Bob Ferguson, Justin Dux, Luke Evans, Allison Jennings, and Nick Ramirez, and Lisa Kudrow. Okay, and most questions I didn't realize she was in this film, and I'll get more to it in a little bit. And this film is based on a very popular book of the same name. And basically, based on what's mom said, Emily Blunt plays a girl who's recently divorced, and she rides this train dreaming of this couple that someone that she really fancies to dream about. And I'm gonna say is that one of them goes missing, at least it's very confusing in case, and I'll get more than that in a little bit. I'm actually really looking forward to Go on the Train. For then, the trailers did seem pretty interesting. I like the cast involved, and it's started by Tate Taylor, who, if you have now, after the film Help, which at least has 11 actually was a pretty good film. And I started to get on. The film I like a lot more than others. I guess I'm a big music fan though, but I really do like that film. Not the film, and it was interesting. Then I saw a couple of reviews, of the film and the Rotten Tomatoes score, and when I was, I've been disappointed enough this year. I've been really I was seriously really disappointed by a lot of things this year. A lot of films. And that last year was disappointing. That's why, but pretty much most of every year, I think that's what I do. I end up keeping my expectations very low. And I kept my expectations very low when I watched Go on a Train. And I gotta say, it was right. It was right for me to keep my expectations on down low. That was a good decision. Because this film kind of sucks. It's one of the worst films here. It's not one of the absolute worst, because I've seen films that are far worse than this film. But this film is still pretty terrible and bad nonetheless. But there's one thing in this film that saves this from an absolute zero. There's one film that saves this film from being an absolute zero, and that is Emily Blunt. Her character I'll get into in a little bit, but her performance was amazing. Honestly, she definitely redeemed herself from The Hunt for Winter's War. She really redeemed herself from that film. Sorry. She was actually she was the best. I mean, her performance was the best thing about this film, and she's one of that was actually trying. Because everything else about this film, what do you think? I'm not even gonna call this film Girl on the Train anymore. Here's what I'm gonna call it: Gone Girl Ripoff 101, a rejected Lifetime original movie. Because that's the feeling I had throughout this entire film. Now, it not only felt like a ripoff of Gone Girl that released up at the Adventure, which was fantastic, but it felt like a Lifetime movie that was just rejected and put on the table. I am not kidding. I am not kidding when I say this. And that may be a little bit overreaction, but that's personally how I felt throughout the entire film. Anyway, let's get the gloves off. Let's get to business. I'm trying not to make it a rant video. I'm just gonna give you all the problems I have with this film. And let's just talk about all the problems I have with this film. I honestly don't even know where to begin with all the problems in this film. Because I'll just go one at a time. Like I said, Emma Blunt did give an amazing and fantastic performance in the film, which is the only thing that gave this film from a zero. But her character in this film? Damn. This, damn. This is one of the, like most other characters from Absolute War films this year. This movie has one of the most unlikable characters I have ever seen in film. Again, that might be a little rash, but that's personally how I felt. Emma Blunt's character is extremely unlikable. The film doesn't even make an attempt to actually make you care about this character. Like, it does at few times, but it's poorly handled in how they try to make you care about Emma Blunt's character. She is just painfully unlikable because of how she acts throughout the film, because of how her character is handled, and how the movie makes her feel like it. Like the trailers made it feel like it's a character you're actually supposed to care about. But I didn't care about Emma Blunt's character one bit. Not one bit in this entire film. And there's one certain thing that would have happened in this film if it wasn't for her. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but that will make you not like the character one bit. And while the character was like, well, at least Emma Blunt was trying in the film, because everyone else was phoning it in. I feel the couple that's involved in the film, played by Emily Blunt, Amy Haley Bennett, and Luke Evans. This is the couple that's pretty much the main focus of pretty much why this case is happening. Yet they don't really show them much in the entire film. Like, it's a mystery film, I get. But they literally don't show any of them, most of them in the entire film. They only appear like 5 or 10 minutes. That's actually proof like, man, mystery film I get. Just how the film is handled. I was like, really? Wow. And McPherson, Justin Dell, they were just phoning in. Allison Janney was really phoning in. Because I'm a big fan of Allison Janney. But she felt just here for a paycheck. And her character really didn't have that much to do in the film. Like, she does, but she doesn't. All she does is pretty much ask questions to Emma Blunt. I thought she was going to be like a big part of the film when it looked like in the trailers. But she doesn't really show much in the entire film, only at a certain point. And then she's off the entire film, not mentioned again. And the biggest disappointment of the performance that I really did not like is Lisa Kudrow. You know, the person that played Phoebe in Friends? Like, I did not realize she was in this film. And honestly, I feel like she didn't have a purpose to be in this film. I really didn't. Just the way her character is handled in the film, until in a way they presented her, and you're like, does the character really need to be in here? Seriously. Okay. But performances and characters aren't the problem. Are not actually the big issue. We're just getting started. Can't let me say. I never thought that I would watch a film more boring than Allegiant. Because, you know, that actually was my most boring film of the year so far. That film almost put me asleep. And I kind of did at one point. Allegiant did kind of put me asleep at one point. I almost did, but I didn't. Ghost Train actually literally put me to sleep. I am not kidding. That's how boring this film is. I looked at the internet thinking this film cannot be more boring than Allegiant or even Free State Jones. That film was also boring as fuck. This film is like 112 minutes long. Yeah, it felt like 5 hours long. The pace, this is literally the worst pacing I've seen in quite some time, because this film drags and drags and drags and drags and drags and drags. Okay, fine. Okay, I know. Okay, calm down. Don't try me to do this right. Okay, now that I don't know if it's right, but please, is the mystery interesting, compelling? Right? wrong. Like the mystery, like this is an example of another interesting premise with poor execution. And it's not just poor execution on why the mystery failed in this film. Not just the execution is handled, but it's how it's presented and how the story happens in the film. That's how the movie keeps going. This is the problem. One thing I'm saying, I have not seen a movie this convoluted, confusing, and messy since Terminator Genisys. But the plot tried to be interesting with a lot of its twists and turns. It could have been interesting, because it's not just poor execution, it's how the twists and turns are handled. That's the problem, how the twists and turns are handled. And they are handled poorly. You know, like the twists and turns aren't even that intriguing. Honestly, one thing, the twists and turns are the other twists and turns you can actually guess from a mile away. The plot's confusing. It's also extremely predictable and cliched on as hell. There's a lot of things you can actually also predict in this film. And they're like, oh hi, that's all I can. Like, there was one interesting thing I thought would happen now. There was one interesting thing I thought was going to happen at the beginning of the film, and guess what? It happened. If you see the film, you know what I'm talking about. I'm wondering, if you feel I'm even making the mystery intriguing, you know you have messed up. I think I'm being a little too harsh on Girl on the Train, but in my opinion, it does deserve the hate. Like, it's not really getting a lot of negative reviews, right now it's getting mixed reviews, but the film is still pretty terrible. Yeah, well, like, if you like this film, if you didn't like this film, you couldn't rate it, that's fine. So it's just my personal opinion. Personally, I didn't like this film in the slightest. The only positive thing I give this film is Emily Blunt. She gave a fantastic performance. If anything else, to the characters, to the directing, to the cinematography, to the shots, to how the story is handled, to pretty much everything else in this film, it's pretty bad, terrible. This is one of the worst films I have seen this year. Not one of the absolute worst, but still pretty terrible. And honestly, I am glad I lowered my expectations for this film. One thing to know is that if you are excited for this film, if you are really interested in Girl on the Train, I suspect that at least you lower your expectations of the film. That way, if it is disappointing to you, like it went to you, if you look, you won't be as disappointed as you think you were. That's what I did when I watched Girl on the Train, when I saw all the views that it's getting. Okay, I was seeing a couple of views on YouTube and reading a lot of views around Tomatoes. That was a go call Limit My Expectations, because again, this film is pretty terrible. I really do not recommend it. Like if you are fans of the book, I would maybe give this a try. If you haven't read any books, I recommend you stay away from it, because I don't think it is worth your time whatsoever. Give The Girl on the Train a 6. I'm not giving it a 0 because again, Emily Blunt went fantastic in the film. But everything else, it's not worth your time. So, again, if you're a fan of this book, I recommend it. If not, stay far away from it. You will probably, I don't expect anyone to actually hate this film as much as I did. And again, if you end up liking this film, that's fine. And this is just my opinion. I don't think this is actually worth anyone's time. View on Girl on the Train. What did you think of the film if you've seen it? Or what did you think of the book if you have read it? Comment below and let me know. I do have a lot of videos planned. I don't know if I will have my Insane Chapter 3 review. I have my Insane Chapter 2 review this weekend. It really depends. And a lot of videos I plan on doing. Stay tuned. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. This is 71 more from 71 more reviews. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.